So, the whole idea of being pushed into a box and do the same exact thing for the next 50 years of my life scared me to death. Not being able to try out different things and branch out in different areas of life, I mean, it just made me feel so uneasy. I used to think that it was just me because honestly, I had no examples of anybody actually living a independent and free life the way, I imagined it inside my head. But after digging a little bit into our history, I came into this realization that humans have always been like this. Before we invented the traditional way of job, like humans were doing a bunch of different things, and jobs are a very recent invention. Like when we were hunters and gatherers, we were not only just hunting and gathering all the time, we were building new tools, we were exploring new places. It was not just scientists or like some specific people who used to create things, but rather everybody was a creator back then. And in today's scenario, majority of people think that they cannot create or they do not have a creative ability, when it is certainly not the case. Being creative is engraved in our soul, and I'm not against 9 to 5 job at all. As a matter of fact, I feel like if you have a job, then you have a stable income and you don't have to think about money and finance every single day of your life. You can now directly think about how you can manage your time and spend your money doing the things that you love. You can just purely create for the sake of creating. So you have to do something that requires your original thoughts or requires your hands, like to make something, to paint something, to sculpt something, to cook something, or you need to use your body, such as dancing, running, anything like that, or you need to use your imagination, such as writing, such as thinking about new concepts, writing a film, I don't know. So, all of these things require your original thoughts, require your body, require your voice, and require your hands. Like, absolutely nobody else can do what you can do, and you need to understand that like you are unique in a very precious way, and you must not only preserve that uniqueness but also enhance that uniqueness and embrace that uniqueness, and show it to the world. Like, write something silly and post it on Instagram. Like, nobody gives a shit. Just write something. If you are relating to what I'm saying, it's because you're curious, you are a self learner, you are in a stage of getting self aware, as am I. I'm not self aware right now. I don't know. Like, there is so, like, the more I know it, the more I understand that I don't know it. So I'm not going to label myself as self aware until I conquer all of my problems, which is a lifelong game. You have interest in psychology, in human evolution, and when you walk, you notice trees, how they are branching out and how there are new leaves. You notice these small things and just explore everything that the world has to offer. You are always mesmerized by the beauty of the earth, and that's just who you are. And you know what, it's a great feeling. But if you don't learn to manage your superpower and understand what to focus on at the given time, you could be digging a hole beneath yourself without even realizing it. You are inspired all the time to create new things, but you're not, because you cannot focus on one task at a time. When you're doing one thing, but in the back of your mind, you're thinking about something different, and you're thinking that what I'm doing is completely waste of time, and I'm not even good at this. Why am I doing this? And all of those thoughts, instead of actually enjoying the process. So we have to learn to balance our focus into areas that truly matters to us. Like saving something cool on the internet to like do it later and then never ever even revisiting it. There is a logical reason why you do this, because when you're scrolling you might think that it is cool, so you save it. But since you have not attached any kind of goal to that task, your mind automatically labels it as not important. Like, for example, I am very attracted to clay artists. Everybody who makes anything out of, clays, I just absolutely love it. And I have saved so many references so that I can make clay art. But I never write about how passionate I am about making clay art or anything. Like it doesn't matter to me outside this phone. Like if I switch it off, I never think about clay. But I got myself a clay and I actually made few things out of clay just to understand that I don't like that medium. Like now I'm not at all attracted to clay art because now I know how difficult it is and how tedious it is, and it's not something that I enjoy as much as I enjoy painting, but I had to do it to understand. Otherwise, like my phone would have been full of like clay sculptures. Also, like they're super cute. Like you can't not like it. You cannot scroll a reel which has a really good clay art. So the point is, if you move hobby to hobby and business to business, you will never move forward in any solid direction. And I'm not going to say that you have to completely abandon this behavior and just become skilled in one task. That's not the point. There is a way to balance out everything. And I know this because I have been through this struggle for a very long time and I'm still in the struggling phase. The only thing that has changed is I have started taking actions. So I have been painting all my life. Ever since I was a kid, I had been painting. Just like clay art, I was attracted to every single medium out there. I wanted to do like watercolors, charcoal, acrylics, oils, and every medium out there. I wanted to try it out. And when it came to subjects, sometimes I would want to paint portrait, sometimes I would want to paint landscape, and then if I see something else, I would want to paint that. And I just kept on hopping from subject to subject and medium to medium. And what that did is, even though right now I feel confident in different types of subjects when it comes to painting, but I had like no concrete collection of like my style. And this idea of making a collection came to me when I was visiting my doctor couple of years back. So my mindset completely changed after this one incident. So basically, couple of years back in 2023, I was visiting my doctor because I was having some breathing issue. He did my regular checkup, recommended me some tablets and like syrups and everything. So towards the end, I asked him, "Sir, I just wanted to ask, like, do you think that all of these oils that you use during oil painting, they has any kind of impact in your lungs?" Because I had recently found out that like these linseed oil and turpentine oil, if you inhale it too much, and he got curious and he asked me if I was a painter. And I said yes, of course. So he asked me if I have anything ready right now, and I was like, yeah, sure. And I just opened up my Instagram and I showed him like some of my best work, and he was impressed and he liked it. And he asked me that if I have a collection of painting that is done on canvas that can be shown in the gallery. So, I was confused. I was like, what is happening right now? I lied and I said, yes, I have a collection. I did not had a collection. I did not had a collection. So he said that he knows a gallerist in Delhi was looking for young artists, and I think your work is amazing, and you should go and talk to her. Here is her number. And I said, thank you for the offer, but right now I don't think that I would be able to afford to showcase my art in a gallery because these things are very expensive, and right now I don't have the money like that to, for the gallery. To which he said that don't worry about the money. Just call her and say my name and everything is done. So don't worry about the money. Can you believe that? As I said, I lied. I did not had the collection. So I never called her. I missed my shot. I missed my opportunity. But that made me realize how important it is for me to have a collection if I'm serious about painting. So, like the opportunity can come knocking at your door, but if you're not ready for it, then you will just miss it, and like that's it. So even if you miss it, sometimes you should understand what is the lesson that I should learn from this. So, yeah, I might have missed my golden opportunity 2 years back, but what it taught me was that I have to take myself seriously as an artist. Before that day, I used to directly compare myself as how good I am to my following count. I understood that being an artist and being a content creator are two very separate things. It has nothing, absolutely nothing to do with each other. Like that doctor did not ask me how many followers I have. He simply asked me if I have a collection, if I have a painting. And being an artist, at least the least I should have is that. You should not feel like everybody's a content creator nowadays, living a life in Thailand and everything, so I should do that too. No. Why should you? You have your own life, you have your own set of responsibilities, you have your own situation, and you have your own skills. And rather than copying anybody, you should focus on enhancing yourself. So, if I'm making a collection right now, does it mean that I'm not working on other areas? Now I have become a full-time artist? No. As a matter of fact, I'm doing way much more things than I was 2 years ago. Earlier, I was only working on my business. Right now, I'm working on my business, on content creation, on my website, and I have started this YouTube, and now I'm thinking about making a collection. So, the only thing that has changed is that I have learned to manage my time and stack up my passions in such a way that they are flowing and they are not creating chaos inside my head. I'm just able to do more things because now I understand the reason behind everything that I'm doing. So, I want to share everything that I have learned along the way of managing multiple passions and still staying focused and creating meaningful outputs. I want to spill all of my teas on how to do these things, on how to stay focused and everything. But I'm going to share it in my next video because I think it's getting too long. So if you are really passionate about managing your multiple passions, go and watch my next video, which is going to be a practical explanation on how to exactly manage your interest and your time.